Welcome back, everybody. At this stop, we're going to talk about something other than just fighting fire. Many times when you think about the fire department, you think about just going to medical calls and putting out fire. But today, we're going to talk about our USAR division, along with our rescue company. So, come on, let's have a great time. Let's go see what it's all about to be a part of our USAR division. Captain, how you doing today?
Hey, pretty good. How about you?
Good to see you, man. So, what you got going on behind me right here?
Hey, my name is James Ribstyle. I'm a captain with Fayetteville Fire Department. I'm part of the USAR team, and I'm also part of the Heavy Rescue Company out at Station 14. We run Rescue 1 out of that station. Today, we're helping one of our partnerships out, Montgomery County EMS. This is USAR 5. It's one of our logistics deployment trailer. It's actually the trailer that we keep all the tents in to set up base operations.
Okay.
Today we're going to set up a couple of 1935 tents.
All right, wonderful. Well, look, Captain, I'm not going to hold you up. Go ahead and get to work. I'll catch you in a few minutes. All right, man? Take care. Captain, thank you so much, man. That was pretty exciting to see. It took a good bit of time, but I did a wonderful job. So tell me what we got going on here.
So today we came out with the partnership that we got with Montgomery County EMS, with them being part of the USAR team. We came out and set two 1935 Western shelter tents up for an event that they're having. Pretty much we joined the two tents together. Each tent's approximately 300 square foot, so this gives them about 600 foot of workable space.
All right, so let's go in and see what it's all about. I'll grab this door for you if you want to head on in. I know a few guys are still working in the background, so just be careful. Go ahead. All right. Wow, this is pretty big, Cap. So tell me, it looks like it has all kinds of amenities in here. I even see some lights and something here on the ceiling. Tell us a little bit about it.
So these tents, with us being part of the Urban Search and Rescue team for the state, there's 7 regional response team. Fayetteville's Task Force 9. Usually with these tents, we take them out when we get deployed, and we can pre-set them up in airport hangars or big construction buildings, big commercial buildings before a natural disaster. That way when power goes out, we got a place to set up comms and things of that nature. So in this case, they're setting up this event. It's going to be set up for comms. We can set them up for patient triage, whatever, as far as you can think with the mind. And in this case, we joined two tents. Like I said earlier, each one's 300 square foot. When them being joined, we got a 600 square foot working space.
Okay. Well, you know, from the outside, it looked like you had a full home-size air conditioning unit outside. And again, in here, you have lights and everything. So this is kind of just like a house, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got lights. We got outlets all the way around the top of the wall. We got the HVAC system where we got heat and AC.
Okay. It looked like it was insulated.
Yes, sir. It's insulated. It's got the reflection on the outside. That way it reflects the sun off, keeps it cool in here, and don't overheat in the summertime.
Well, wonderful. So I know this is probably used a few times a year, but like today with the partnership here with Cumberland County EMS, I'm sure this serves as some type of great training as well, right, to keep the guys fresh?
Oh, yeah. So normally what we do is we try to have a USAR event once a year by the state. We got to have a certain amount of hours for training.
Okay.
So we'll set up either a deployment scenario, and then we'll set these tents up and we'll conduct it that way. So this is good that we got the opportunity to do this today because we were able to call in our partners from Cumberland County EMS, which is part of our USAR team.
All right.
And we were able to come together and actually do this activity, this event together, so we can log it as training hours.
So you said together this is about 600 square foot, 300 foot on this side, and then through the vestibule here we go to another 300 square foot.
Yes, sir. So these tents are 18.5 foot by 18.5 foot.
Okay.
They come out to be about 286 square feet a piece. So that puts us out about 600 square feet when they're joined together.
One thing I've noticed, it's all decoded too, right? So all the exit signs, and an inspector comes out on a local jurisdiction and inspects them. So this is pretty cool. It's amazing to me. We seen the big truck earlier that all this came out of. It's amazing that you're basically self-sufficient, right? Is that what it is? Okay.
Yes, sir. So we're recognized through North Carolina as a top 3 team. Okay. We're self-sufficient for 72 hours, 12-hour working periods. Okay. Top 1 teams are sufficient for 72 hours, 24-hour periods. Another difference between top 1 and top 3 is the amount of personnel that you can have for each team.
All right. Well, I heard you mention earlier about the communications piece. So if we'll come on around here, I see we have some communication stuff already set up, hardwired in. We have all kinds of electrical outlets, as you'll see on the wall. I mean, it's pretty amazing to me, as we saw earlier, of how fast y'all took this from being in the back of a 18-wheeler to a box to laid out on the ground to having it fully put up. It's pretty amazing how quick, a good cohesive team can come together and put a temporary structure, but realistically, this could be a permanent structure for a certain amount of time, right?
Sure could. It could be for weeks, months, depending on how long the demobilization process takes after whatever type of event we have, hurricane or whatever our partnership with Cumberland County EMS, whatever they got going on. So these tents can set up for weeks if they need them to.
Can you tell me maybe of an instance in the past that y'all have actually used these or deployed them?
Yeah, we've had a couple incidents in the past. We went out to the eastern branch and we've set this tent up inside of an airport hangar before a hurricane, pre-arrival of a hurricane. That way it's already set up inside. The reason we put them inside of airport hangars, a big commercial structure, that way when the hurricane comes, it don't damage the tent. But after the event, it's already hooked up, the generators ready to go. That's one less process that we got to set up, and we can focus on mitigating the incident and getting help out to the people and communities.
So what I'm taking is a lot of this stuff is pre-arrival of a storm or major incident. So y'all set this up for the living quarters for emergency personnel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
we can set up for emergency personnel, triage centers, communication centers. We've had events where we've gone up and we set one up in the eastern branch, and then we've set another tent up in Pamlico. Okay. So
I'm thinking back to some of the hurricanes and stuff. I remember some of these things getting dispatched out to different areas, along with a lot of the other rescue resources that y'all provide. A lot of times here in the city, we take for granted that, hey, we think maybe just a fire department fights fire. But here we get to see that our rescue division, our USAR division, they come together and they can do all types of things. So I think this is a perfect example of how versatile the fire department is, and we're really an all hazards mitigation department.
And that's another good thing, the way everything's set up through the state. So the USAR program started back in 2001 with us being a top 3 team, and that's pretty much saying that we got 40 personnel we can send out ready to go to set up. Well, we could join with another top 3 team and actually make a top 1 team. So then we can have 80 people, then we can be self-sufficient for 24 hours, 72-hour working period. Versus our 2 top 1 teams in the state is Charlotte Fire Department and Raleigh Fire Department.
I got you. So y'all can combine together and be bigger and better, right?
Right.
Well, look, man, we really appreciate, Captain, you taking time today. We saw the lengthy process, the intricate details that y'all did, putting this together, getting it set up for habitation, here coming the next few days. It's wonderful to see the partnerships, but We'll come on back through and you can lead us out. But again, thank you so much, Cap. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a good day. Come on, let's go out. This is pretty cool, man. Really cool.